What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 most underrated weapons in PG3D. Now, this is for weapons when I'm recording this video, and in the future it might not be the same, but also these are my opinions, so if you guys disagree, just telling you that it's my opinion and not yours, so you gotta deal with it. And then next, before I can officially start the video, I must say that these weapons are underrated because most weapons that are even known by people most of the time are just because they're stupidly overpowered. Although trash weapons or above average weapons are weapons in general that don't make it into those top tier lists just because of that. And before I start the video, last thing, so I don't waste any more of your time, I want to tell you that I wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and to accomplish that, you know what to do. Like and subscribe if you're watching this video, and let's get on with this video. Let's start. The next weapon on the list is the anvil pistol, and this is the most underrated weapon that I think for backup because it's so good in close range. Long range, it isn't the greatest, but it still works. But in close range, oh, so good, especially with that fire rate you got, which is pretty amazing for a backup that does as much damage as it does. And another really cool thing that I saw about this is its death animation. It's very unique. It's actually completely unique. And I know I've saw people make their videos about like what's the coolest death animation. I think this should be on it. I don't know if it's on it right now, but this has to be on it because it's the most unique one, and it's only to one weapon, this. And if you can see it when I'm in this clip, you can see that the animation is an anvil, which is related to the weapon's name, and what you can see right now, what it shoots, smushing the player, and then having like a cartoon like cloud over it, which is super cool, and I believe one of the best animations for death. And then also it also blinds them, which is really good effect because once you're hitting them, it's going to be harder for them to hit you, so it makes it easier to kill opponents with this weapon. And the animation that you can see them with the blindness is also really cool. It's a cartoon star effect, which you see all in those old cartoons, which is the set's what it's based off of. Now, the other weapons in this set aren't very great, I would say. It's probably the last really good Battle Pass season. So, I think it was the cartoon season or something like that. It's like the second or third to last actual Battle Pass before the new Pixel Pass came out. And that's super cool because it was actually attainable. And I never actually got this weapon until like the latest Trader Van. But honestly, when I got this weapon, I highly think this is underrated, and I barely see people use it these days. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen someone use this outside of alright, the next weapon is Royal Cobra Spirit, which is number 4 on this list. Now, this weapon is like one of my first mythical snipers. It's amazing. When I actually used this to try to complete the Battle Pass, which is actually the last Battle Pass before the Pixel Pass, but I could not do it. But this weapon helped me achieve at least one of those challenges, and I was actually able to complete that challenge with it. Now, this thing is probably the most underrated sniper I've seen in pixel gun history. It's so good. I don't know why people aren't using this more often. It's amazing. The laser doesn't last that long, so when you shoot it, people can it's hard to tell where it's coming from, so they don't know where to shoot at. Next thing's next, it has critical damage, which in a sniper is amazing. It's like crazy. The damage, the critical damage is like a guaranteed one shot. Even without the critical damage, because of the high amount of poison that you're giving into this weapon, it's gonna decimate them after a few poison hits because of how strong it is. And unless they heal, they are 100% guaranteed dead, no matter what armor they're wearing. And I don't know why I don't see this used anywhere else. It's so good. I think it's better. It's one of the best snipers in the game. I think it's like a 10 out of 10 right here. Also, can we appreciate the design of this? I know it came out in the Egyptian season, but look at this thing. It's crazy. And the reload animation, everything is so cool. The sounds, the little hologram snake that you can see here. It's so good. I need to see more of this. I need to see people use this in, it's for actually 3-cat spammable. I need to see more people use this in other places because it's really, really good. I think everyone should use this. If you find this in a Trader's Fan, a lottery, anything, get it. It's worth the gems. I say it's worth 900 gems. It's amazing. On to the next weapon now, which is gonna be Bedivire. And I don't know if this is underrated or something like that much, but it's very it's a very good weapon that I don't see people use too much. Now the Bedivire was buffed and changed and broken. It's an old weapon, I'll tell you that. And I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Its looping shot is terrible. You have to aim your aiming down, because otherwise it would go super high up. So it used to be that it wouldn't go up, it would just had terrible looping. Now it has it's overshooting. That's the only thing I have with this weapon that I don't like. Everything else is amazing. This thing is one of the best heavies I've seen. This thing can decimate. It's fire damage and the cluster bomb, crazy. I don't know how to tell you anything else. 2 shots, done. Fire rate, amazing. And its capacity is really good too. And the design is crazy. The name is crazy. I can tell you that this is one of the best heavies in the game, and I bet some people would still agree. I know Dislike is better, but Dislike is a broken weapon that they need to nerf. This one, without nerfing, is still going to be good. If they can just change that looping shot to be more normal and not outrageous, it would be one of the best in the game. I tell you that. I get destroyed by this in duels all the time. I get shredded. Now, I don't play duels as much anymore, so I don't know if it's that crazy anymore, but it's still one of the better ones. Now, I don't have much to say else about this, so let's get on to the next one. Holy crap! If I don't see this in someone else's video, or if this wasn't mentioned in my video, I don't know where this is going to be, because this is one of the best melees in the entire game. Mobility is 75, and if you have the modules to make the melee go faster, this thing can be a beast. It's a 2-shot like most melees, but this has fast fire rate, and it has a special projectile after hitting 2 times that is amazing. This projectile, by the way, is crazy. It is 1 shot. It's Dislike, but more damage and less area of effect. That's how good it is. Look at this. Boom, dead. You see that? Multi-kill, just using this melee. I need to see more of this. I need it. If I don't see this, I don't know what I'll do. Also, what I need to see is people making more videos about this. It's very underrated. When I saw this the first time, I'm I gotta get this. I'm grinding the gems. Give me this right now. If you don't give me this, I will cry. And I'm pretty sure I don't see much people do this because it came out in an event set in the hardest to get, and also hardest to get part, and also it's only came out once since the Christmas season, that last year's. So that's probably why it's very exclusive. But people like Hermes and stuff like that, they need to review this weapon. Hermes, I know you comment on my channel. You might be watching, I don't know, but thank you. And Terzi, PG3D, I don't watch him that much, but he can also review this if he hasn't already. It's crazy. The design, I haven't even spoken about the design yet, and I'm ranting. It's so good. The design is one of the best in the game. It sticks to the original PG3D style a little bit, and then does more. It's shining, it's beautiful, it's ice and darkness, it's a mix. It's beautiful, I'll tell you that. And the animation when you get the super special effect ability, that's crazy. It's the shadows trying to overcome the other part, and it just looks like it's gonna inflict a lot of damage. And the animation for swinging it, look at this. Oh, look at that. It's a mix between light and dark. Reflected Santa Sword. I need to see more of this. And I think that's all I have to say. I'll rate this a 10 out of 10. And the Bedivire from last time, I rated it out a 7 out of 10. Anyways, the gift sealer number 1. Do you see this thing? It's like vertical grip launcher, but better in every way, almost every way. Its fire rate isn't as great, but the fixed delay that it has is like half the speed, and then it reloads much faster, which is amazing. And then basically, if you're going to be using this one time and to get up in duels or something like that, it's always going to be better. It also does a pretty decent amount of damage, but it also has good attributes. But I think the greatest thing about this is how like quick it is, because with pulling sucker weapons, you just want to be quick. You want to get there fast. That's the only reason why you use it. So I almost use this every time instead of vertical grip launcher. I don't even use vertical grip launcher anymore. I only use this, and it is working. It's like better. I think about it. Think about it. It also came out the same season as the Reflective Santa Sword, and I think that that season was the best season in PG3D that I've been there. It's so good. It has all like the amazing weapons, because Christmas is where PG3D really shines. I would like to say that. I think that was amazing. Next thing I have to say about this weapon is the design. Always have to go for the design. Look at this thing. It has like a bear trap, and you use that to like pull you. It's crazy. I don't know where they come up with these designs, but it's amazing. And then look at that. You got a globe on the left that shines. It's like it's still like all weapons I'm trying to go for. It adheres to the PG3D style while still having that new concept that makes it all so good. And I think it's very viable in today's meta for PG3D. I say it's much better than vertical grip launcher. It's more modern, I'll tell you that. That's where the weapons are better, but you gotta use this. You got it. If it ever comes out, you have to. Like, I'm not giving you a choice anymore. This is a necessity. You need it. Alright? Like, I'm not giving you a choice anymore. Alright? Let's give you something you wouldn't have expected in this video. A bonus round. Now, this one is going to be amazing. You gotta watch this, guys. Now, if you reach this part of the video, I want you guys to comment down the word mega for this amazing gun. It's one hell of a gun, I'll tell you that. This thing, the Mega Destroyer, it's crazy. This thing is like amazing. It's one of the best weapons in the game. And I tell you this because it also has a little secret in it. If you go into gallery and look for the weapon, it's gallery number 11. It's not there, actually. You can't go there. You have to go to a set in the gallery and look for it there. It's in a set. But, yeah, I think you have to get this in, like, Trader's Van or something like that. I don't know. But this thing is the best primary, one of the best. I say better than Ultimatum. I have to say. Why? Is because it has no delay whatsoever. You can use this without delay. You can also use it in tournament, which most weapons you can't. Now, I've upgraded to mythical here, but it's so good at mythical, legendary, and epic. In tournament, you can just decimate. This thing is the best shotgun, the best primary, I have to say, in all of tournament. Now, I'm shredding people here in the deathmatch, and I'm getting number 1 right here. Look at this. It's like 1,000 points, 2 minutes in. It's crazy. It's my max score, I think. And this thing, once you have like modules and stuff like that, decimates. But even at epic grade, like look at this. I don't have clips of epic grade, but I have used this epic grade, legendary, and mythical. They all like work kind of the same, but you can tell the difference. Now, if you want to watch my clip, you can. But I don't know if I really need to say it. This thing is the best shotgun. Now, there's no effects, but I think that's all there is to say about it. But we also got style to talk about. Now, this is one of the first weapons in the game. That's why it's number 11. And look at this. It's like the original. This thing is the Pixel Gun 3D style. This is the shotgun style. Now, how this stayed in meta for so long is crazy. I don't know how. It's still one of the best guns in the game, and I don't know how it survived this long. but I'm so happy it is that some of the old weapons are still surviving and not being nerfed to this day, and I love it. I still feel that old Pixel Gun 3D nostalgia. Heck, comment down nostalgia in the comments below if you made it here, or even watch here. If you skipped the whole thing and came to here, do it anyways. It's fine. Now, I don't know what else to say about this weapon, but that I love it. And it reminds me of the good old days. Back when I used to play this casually. Now, you can also 3-cat spam this. I forgot to tell you that. I told you guys no delay, but you can also 3-cat spam it. It's really good for 3-cat spamming. I think there's other better weapons for 3-cat spamming, like acid shotgun, because it has the added acid effect. But its shooting time, or what is it called? Fire rate is amazing here. Anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you made it all the way to the end. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.